Hello and welcome to the Monday MOOcast. This is episode 8, and we're bringing the news from the Moo straight to you. This is Mike O'Mara and
Greg Over
and
Andrea Musa.
And this week, while we are recording audio, we are also busy watching Greg pwn some noobs, as they say on the interwebs. And what are you going to be playing for us this week, Greg?
Well, this week, I'm going to start out with a noob move, and I recorded this in theater mode, but this is Black Ops, a little bit of domination, and after that, I'm going to see a little bit of Left 4 Dead 2, and my crappy teammates that decided to just be awful. And then you're going to see a little bit of Minecraft for the Xbox.
Sweet. So if you hear us giggling, look at your screen because it's probably something bad that Greg did. Speaking of Black Ops, since we're watching some Black Ops right now, I went and I saw The Dark Knight Rises yesterday, which, by the way, no spoilers, but if you haven't seen it and you like Batman movies at all, you should definitely see it in the theater. The special effects alone are worth the price of admission. They're pretty awesome. But anyways, the reason I mention that is the new Black Ops 2 extended trailer is in theaters now for Dark Knight Rises, and I have to say, when it came on, a lot of people, adult types, myself included, gave out a little girlish squee when it came on the big screen. It looks very, very awesome. I know that all of us around this table are looking forward to when it comes out this November.
Two of us are.
You're not?
I am very excited about it. But somebody at this table doesn't.
You're not excited, Andrea?
Good taste in movies.
No, okay.
Oh, Dark Knight. Oh,
I don't like the Batman movies.
What?
I know. Like I know I'm in the minority, but I just, no.
Christian Bale doesn't do it for you?
No, he's a good-looking guy.
With his super husky voice?
No.
You get it, I'll get it. Yeah, he kind of overdoes that, but yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. See it. So let's start talking about what we usually start with, which is what we played this week. Greg, why don't you start us off?
This week I played all the games that you see in front of you.
Yeah.
But this week I actually got really into Black Ops Zombies, which I've been terrible at in the past before, but I've kind of started to learn how to be a good zombies player, and it's a lot of fun. Like it takes a little bit of practice to get good at it, but I'm really enjoying myself. It's a ton of fun, and it's a little. The thing I don't like is it's a little frustrating that you can't win.
See, God.
Because you can put in 30 rounds or so, which is a couple hours, 2-3 hours. But then the only way to win is to die.
Which I guess you could say about life.
It's just got
real. It's the only way out.
It just got real.
So maybe that's what they're going for. Kind of like existentialist view.
I'm really depressed about my life.
Sorry about that.
I suppose you could win in zombies by beating your old score.
Yes, that's what winning is, I suppose.
Guess so.
Yeah.
That's about it, though.
But yeah, I've really been enjoying it. I've been meaning to go back to Skyrim and get that one last stupid achievement. I started another player to get that book glitch, but I just haven't done it yet. So because it's going to be a few more hours till I can do it. Yeah, but we'll see.
So, since you mentioned it, what to you makes a good Black Ops Zombies player? Since you said it kind of takes some practice and you learning how to be one. What would you say typifies the best zombie slayer in the Black Ops universe?
Just from what I've seen, it's a lot of how you maneuver your character. You constantly need to be moving, and you need to find an open area so you can group the zombies together. Because once they're in a pack following you, you're fine. There's no really danger. But it's getting them in that pack to follow you. That's the tricky part.
Right.
But if you just stand in an area and you're kind of looking around but not really moving a whole lot, you're dead.
Interesting. So keep on the move.
Also, the importance of Juggernog cannot be overstated.
I bet. Now, you've been joined on this journey by our other host here, Andrea, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
You've been having fun with it, with the zombie mode?
Yeah. I mean, I've never really played it before. I mean, I've had Black Ops for a while, and I really just play the multiplayer.
Right. It's incredible how many people are still on Black Ops 1 when Modern Warfare 2 and 3 are out as well.
Yeah, it's 150,000. Yeah.
I mean, it blows my mind how many people play these games. It really does. And it also ticks me off because I am currently playing a lot of Max Payne 3 multiplayer, which I think is phenomenal. It's like the best third-person shooter I've ever played, I think. And I can't find players. And I'm like, every time I'm in a match, I'm asking people like, hey, don't you like this game? And they're like, yeah, I love this game. And I'm like, well, why can we never find rooms? And they're like, because all my friends are on Call of Duty. I'm like, oh yeah, all mine too. And then we have a moment and we cry, and then I guess we go back to Call of Duty. But like that's how much it's dominated the gaming landscape for so long. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but there it is.
Oh my god, I was so excited about this chopper gunner, by the way.
Yeah, man, look at you go.
It was a really rough start to this game, but it paid off in the end. But yeah, so zombies. Andrea and I played a little bit of Halo Anniversary last night. Get her some achievement perfection.
Cool. Yeah, it was so exciting. I finally beat it.
And right afterwards, I'm like, hey, so you want to play like a game or two of zombies? You know, and I wasn't sure how long we were going to last or anything like that. So she's like, yeah, you know, we'll play. So we started.
What time was it? Was like.
It was like 12.
12:30.
12:30.
Yeah.
So
you started at 12:30?
Yeah, we started our first game, and we didn't end our first game until 2:30.
Nice.
We got super. What was it? Wave
27.
Just you two?
Yeah.
Yep. Woo! Well, Miss Lucky over here gets a freaking ray gun and like wave 5 or
that's
something.
it, yeah.
But before then, okay, I saved all my points to go, I call it the teddy bear box, you know, the random weapon box.
Yeah.
The first time I got a pistol, ew, gross.
Yeah.
And then the second time I got a sniper rifle, ew, gross.
Not worth it in zombies, yeah.
No, I was struggling there. But I got the ray gun and all was good. All was well.
Ray gun, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you guys have been on the zombies. I've been max painting it up this week when I haven't been busy. It's been another busy work week, but Max Payne has been my drug of choice. And I was talking to Greg and Andrea before the show about why I love this game so much. I've been trying to define it for myself because it's really interesting to me when I get on certain gaming kicks, like why I like them, especially if my friends aren't playing them. Because I'm like, well, this is depressing. I have to play with randoms all the time. But I was opining, if you will, on why I like Max Payne 3 so much, and I think what it is they have perfected the Rockstar kind of like realistic inertia system in that multiplayer. And what I mean by this is if you spawn in Max Payne 3 and you are just walking around, so you're not in gunfire, there's nothing like going on, but if you like run into a wall, I noticed last night that your character will actually move out of the way or like brush up against the wall. And so I decided to do a little bit of like experimenting with my character last night. So I kind of threw him against different walls to see if the reaction was different, and lo and behold, it is dynamic. So the physics and the character model are always in ragdoll, not just when you die. And I also realized that my character, whenever he got near someone who was friendly, would kind of raise his gun out of the way as if to say, like, I am friendly, I'm not going to shoot you, which I thought was freaking awesome. And also, I tried to go in a doorway the same time as my teammate was running for an objective last night, and we actually bumped heads. And, like, our characters went brrr, like, and, like, went the other way. And I thought that was freaking awesome. So I think it's little things like that kind of can get you hooked on a game, and this kind of ties into, I think last show we were talking about like realism in games and like what is realistic that makes a gameplay better, and what is realism just for realism's sake that might actually detract from the gameplay experience. And I think in that case, in Max Payne 3's case, that kind of like little attention to detail is what keeps me coming back to it, because it really does like feel like you're having a gang fight like in a Godfather movie or something, which is just awesome. To me. Whoa, that's a lot of noise. What's going on?
It was the volume.
Oh, okay.
We'll edit that out.
Okay, so now we are looking at Greg slay some zombies in Left 4 Dead 2. And this actually makes me nostalgic because I haven't played this game in many, many months, but now I feel like
me too. I want to play it.
It was a blast to play it again.
Were you playing, is this online with randoms? Or?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Actually, I played one match before this. I didn't record it. We did really well, and they were really good teammates. We finished No Mercy.
Oh, you're playing story here. It's not multiplayer. I mean, it is multiplayer, but it's co-op multiplayer.
Right. And but in this game, my teammates... I just had to show this game because my teammates were such jerks to me, especially towards the end. So hopefully you get a laugh out of it.
Yeah. Oh, man, I like this game so much.
The new DLC's coming out. I think this
the
week.
new DLC, yeah. That's
the one
yeah.
new old map and then
Right.
all the other old maps.
Right, which would actually be fun to all play through again. We should play through all of them when it comes out.
Oh, totally.
When's that? 24th, I believe it comes out. July 24th.
Something like that, yeah.
Cold Stream.
That's this Tuesday.
We're definitely going to be on it. This is a timely video clip then, Greg. Thank you.
No problem.
Is it DLC free?
Is it? I think it is. It's going to be huge. I know that because it's all the other maps with the new like year-old Left 4 Dead 2 weapons and a new one. So that's got to be like a gig or something. 2 gigs. It's going to be a big download. I know that.
I don't care. I'm excited.
No, me too. Yeah, me too. Actually, it'll get me more into
free.
it. That's pretty awesome. Since we're watching this video, what's your favorite zombie destroying weapon of choice from the Left 4 Dead series?
Ooh.
Ready, Andrea, go.
Gosh, I haven't played it so long. I like that 3-burst assault rifle.
Oh, you would.
You do?
Yeah.
Just like your Type 95.
Headshots. Oh, the shotgun though. I mean.
Which shotgun? Because there's so many.
Oh, this is embarrassing. It's been so long since I played this game.
Is it the one that goes doom, 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 or is it one that's like doom, pump it, boom, pump it?
I think it's the one Greg was just using.
The Chrome? The Chrome Combat?
Sure.
I'll go with Chrome Combat. That's
I have to play it again to see all the weapons and just to be in the game again because I don't remember the last time I played this.
Really? Yeah, I know. Me too.
But the 3-burst assault rifle.
Yeah.
Headshot.
Yeah, the assault one from 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg, what's your favorite zombie dispatching weapon?
The one in Left 4 Dead 2, the super awesome shotgun. The
combat shotgun?
Yeah, the combat shotgun.
Yeah.
That one's amazing.
I love, just for cool factor, I love this one that you're about to pick up. Yep, the M16 ripoff assault rifle from Left 4 Dead 2.
That's the one.
No, this is full auto, this one. Look at him go. Oh, look at him wax those zombies.
I am not a fan of machine guns in Left 4 Dead, to be honest.
I'm always a fan of machine guns.
I think I was out of ammo for the shotgun.
Oh, it's just got an awesome sound in this game. Oh, it's so awesome. And it's an M16. I mean, come on. That's pretty awesome. In other news, one of our favorite games from last year, which unfortunately has not been supported in the way that we would like it to, namely single player, Mass Effect 3, came out with yet another DLC last week. This is the Earth one, and I must admit, I think you guys are in the same admitting boat as I am, but I must admit I haven't even played it yet. I downloaded it just because it was free, and I feel like, hey, it's Mass Effect 3, I should probably play it at some point. But I have not played it. Have you guys played it?
No, I haven't even downloaded it yet.
Oh,
it's on my to-do list.
This is a sad-faced moment for all of us. Because that game was it for all three of us for a good long time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse, I know we talk about Mass Effect 3 a lot, but, I mean, there's just no new modes, so, like, new maps, new characters, cool, but what else are you going to do for me?
What have you done for me lately, Borrower?
Nothing.
Well, apparently there's some kind of new, with the new DLC, there is a new mission instance, like a new kind of thing that can happen, which is kind of like transport a VIP across the map while things are attacking you, I guess.
Yeah, those always end well in other videos.
Yeah, which it doesn't seem like it's going to end well unless you have a really good team. And also, there's the Platinum difficulty now, which I guess is insane because they said online that they had one playtesting team actually beat a map on Platinum, and so then they made it harder, is what they said.
Oh, good.
So I don't know if I'll ever actually try that out because it seems depressing.
We'll have to try it out.
I mean, we'll try it out, but then we'll die in 5 minutes and say, like, where's the new modes, and we'll turn it back off.
Right, exactly.
Which is sad. I really do hope they come out with not only that Leviathan that has been rumored, but some other single-player DLC, because that would make that a whole lot better to me. But in our other big threequel of last year, Modern Warfare 3 just came out with the terminal map from Modern Warfare 2, free to all players, so if you haven't picked that up yet, it's a free download. And Andrea, you've played on it, yes?
Yeah.
And what can you tell us about Terminal, the 3 version?
Yeah, I like it because overall it's exactly the same. And
I like it because it's the same thing.
Well, it was one of my favorite maps in Modern Warfare 2, so I was really excited to play it in Modern Warfare 3. The only differences I spotted were there's that one store that's completely redone. Greg, you said it was a bookstore. I don't even remember. It was a bookstore and now it's some kind of computer store?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. So it sells something different.
His books are so 2010.
Yeah. And then, Burger Town is actually in Russian, in the Russian airport. But I know what it says. I know about Burger Town.
Probably says something completely different, like, I can't believe you noobs played for this game
again. Probably. So, overall, I really like it. It's fun to be able to play one of my favorite maps from an old game in the new one.
I did like that map quite a bit.
And it's free. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good price. All right. So, is there anything? What else is going on in Modern Warfare 3? I haven't played in a couple of weeks, so you guys have to keep me up. There's like clan things going on, and
there's 2 new multiplayer maps aside from Terminal.
Really?
I haven't played those yet.
I haven't played them.
I didn't even know about that.
And then there's a new Spec Ops mission.
Sweet.
Spec Ops mission,
which was fun. I liked this month's Spec Ops mission way better than the last month's.
True. I finally beat Arctic Recon, and I was so proud of myself. And I still have yet to beat the new one. Was called Vertigo on Veteran, and I need to kill all the choppers, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know,
such a
but
pain.
It gets so frustrating. I hate when I love new content, don't get me wrong, but it frustrates me when this is one of the few games I have achievement perfection in. And then when they download the new Spec Ops,
now you've got new ones, yeah.
Yeah, I have to do it again, so I have to get achievement perfection for the 3rd or 4th time. Come on! Keep taking it away from me. Ooh, like Halo Reach. I got all those achievements, got them all again. There's one that I still can't get. It's so annoying.
You just gotta play some more. Splatter 5 people.
Oh, it's easier said than done.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the thing that frustrated me about the mission. Like, I like it, and if you have a chance to play it, I recommend you do. It's just, it's not built for 2 people, unfortunately. Stop me if we talked about this because I'm blanking, but I just feel like some of these new Spec Ops missions were only built for 1 person. So,
totally.
For example, and then like the co-op is tacked on as an afterthought. So, for example, you have to shoot down all these helicopters with this like souped-up Stinger that you have, and it's got a laser sight on it, so you have to follow the helicopters with your missile and guide it to blow them up. Well, if you're playing solo, that's all one thing. You pull out the rocket launcher and you're guiding with the laser. If you're playing co-op, one person has the rockets that they shoot, and then the other person has to use a laser sight on their gun
to guide
the missile.
It's so stupid.
Which doesn't make any
sense.
That
is not a good design system.
Design. While it's fun solo, it's like I tried to play with Andrea, and it was just like we couldn't do it because the mechanics behind it were so stupid.
Not to mention military, that's dumb. Like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense in reality. Like, what if your teammate gets killed in combat, then you get to the place where you need to shoot a rocket, you can't do anything because like laser dude is dead. That's lame.
Well,
makes perfect sense.
That's where I think Modern Warfare 2 got it right. Is that overall with those Spec Ops missions, they were easier with 2 people.
Right. As they should be.
Well, you couldn't play them solo.
Or you couldn't play them solo.
You had to have a partner. So they were designed from the start to be co-op.
Yeah. Which I guess is the going on the opposite end of the spectrum, that you had to play with 2 people.
I don't have a problem with that. Like, I feel like if you want to do only one player stuff, like play the single player or go play with randoms on multiplayer, like I think if they're going to do a mode like that, then it should be special to that kind of gameplay experience. Like, I'm not really all for designing everything to be so malleable that it takes away from what makes it special in the first place, Like, I think that if you're going to do a Spec Ops thing, it should be at least 2 people. And I don't know, have they announced yet that the next one's going to have up to 4? Or do we not know that yet? I don't know if we know that.
I hope so.
We don't even know anything about Black Ops 2 yet, so no way we're going to know about that game. So at least a year from now.
Or like,
But does Black Ops 2 have any co-op thing? Or did they already say no?
The only thing that I've heard was, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that Zombies is 8 players.
Oh, wow.
Which would be awesome.
So, yeah, I don't know how true that is, so don't take me for granted on that. But
I wonder if they're going to be modern zombies. I guess they'll have to be, right? Because the other zombies took place in whenever they took place in.
Well, apparently there's some kind of fiction in the Black Ops Zombies world, and it's all about, time travel.
Yeah, so
So you can have, like,
Yeah.
Nazi zombies or whatever.
People always feel better, like, blowing the heads off things if they have Nazi uniforms on them.
Well, does anyone like Nazis?
No, I mean...
Aside from Nazis themselves.
No, and there's really none of those left, so I guess it's okay. But it would be funny if, like, everything was, like certified public attorneys or something like that. You know, like, would you feel so good, like, blowing away... You know, because, like, in the modern world, Nazis hold about as much real danger nowadays as, like, a certified public attorney who could actually, like, take away my money or, like, audit me. So I think I'd have no problem blowing room of those away as well. Just my 2 cents. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, do zombies pose a threat?
Well, yeah. Have you seen the news?
Yeah, I guess people are eating other people's faces.
Oh, yeah. And a fungus could go wild, or, like, Burger King could come out with something next week that they didn't check all the way through, and, like, the whole city would be a zombie. Right?
The zombie Whopper?
Yeah. I mean, I should have known. When I ordered it. It's true.
That wouldn't happen at Burger Town.
Maybe not Burger Town. Not at Russian Burger Town.
No way.
No, that's true. What mission is this? I remember this one, but which one are you playing right now?
This is...
That was the downloadable one, right?
The one where you run into the other survivors.
The passing!
The passing? Is that what it is? And they lower the bridge for it?
Right.
Yeah.
Before what's-his-face bites it. The old dude.
Poor Bill.
Poor guy.
Bill, yeah.
Should we have a moment of silence for Bill?
Sure.
No.
He was awesome, though.
He gave his life for the team.
Okay.
He was super awesome.
So, who's your favorite character, then? In
I was just thinking about that.
Pissy Biker Dude. What's his name?
Francis?
Oh, yeah.
I love Pissy Biker Dude. He doesn't like anything. I just think that, like, that's I can identify with that. Like, I think if the whole world was going to zombie poop, like, I would probably think that everything is crap too. Like, I'd probably not want to climb stairs. I'd probably not want to help people. I'd want to just survive as long as I could, and I'd be pissed about it. So I can identify with Francis. Man, you are lighting up those zombies on the stairs.
Yeah. Incendiary ammo.
Disgusting.
Nice.
I really love that addition in 2. That's so fun. Different ammo types. I like the one that turned them into Insta-Gibbs. Did they just explode, the explosive ammo?
Oh, yeah.
It's disgusting, but also awesome. So I think that we should just take a moment here as responsible adult gamers to talk a little bit about our thoughts about something serious, but also important, I think, to gamer culture. So everyone by now knows about the horrible shooting that happened at the Dark Knight Rises premiere in Colorado. And obviously, like, we, as much as anyone else, were shocked and disturbed by that. And anytime something like that happens, it's horrible. But particularly as gamers, as everyone has been reacting to the news, I don't know about those of you out there, but I know that for me, I have heard a couple personal rants against gamers and gamer culture, and I have also read a couple editorials online from news agencies talking about how the community is concerned that this deranged killer happened to play video games before he went on his rampage. There have been study after study after study done on this, and I should know because my wife is studying to be a psychologist and a gamer herself, and she has done lots and lots and lots of research on this herself, and there's been no conclusion that ever says that any violent video games turns you into a violent killer. And just a bit of personal information from me, I'm 32 years old, and I've been playing games for 25 plus straight years, and I've never as much as gotten in a fist fight with someone, and you should see how violent my video games are. Like, everything in my collection is like blow someone's head off, like, 2, so that's just my 2 cents, I guess. But, like, please, people, be a little bit more intelligent than that. I mean, there is nothing in my video game collection that would allow me to, smack someone across the face, let alone shoot up a theater. So, anyways, my 2 cents.
Andrea has no opinion.
No, it's not that. I mean, you really said everything I was going to say. It's kind of like, well, I've been playing video games for a while. Yes, I'm a very violent person.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I really don't think so. I really don't think so. So it's just, I think, is that something, do you know, is that something that non-video game players say?
Oh yeah,
Like,
no, I know personally.
The majority of them.
Personally, I'm also a teacher, so I am in contact with a lot of younger people, teens and junior high kids and their parents. And I have overheard in the last week that, like, quote unquote, if only it weren't for the violent video games, or if only it weren't for this culture that, like, praises that kind of over the top violence, like, this wouldn't have happened. And I honestly, obviously I understand that this is a disturbing thing, and obviously I understand it's a horrible thing, and it should never happen anywhere. And people who are parents are concerned about their kids, and they want to protect, the future generation, so they're worried about what their kids are into, it as they should be. But I really did have to stop one of my students' parents and actually have a little bit of a conversation with them and say, like, you might not know this about me, but I play these games all the time, and you have no problem letting me around your kid. I mean, obviously you can see that it doesn't turn people into crazed lunatics just because they play these games. And also, I do think it's really important to continually educate the public about the fact that these games do have ratings, and the ratings are there for a reason. And I'm an adult. I mean, I've been an adult for many, 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 many years, and this is my entertainment. I mean, if I want to have a certain kind of entertainment that has a certain kind of content, then I should be allowed to have it. I mean, that's why we live in a free society, because we want to be entertained the way that we want to be entertained. We should be free to do that. And parents should be free to parent their own children. And they should just take that responsibility, I think. Like, not to get up in people's business and say that, they should parent better, but in fact, that's what I'm going to do. parent better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not my responsibility. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Mm-hmm. What do you think about this, Greg? I think you have an interesting perspective because of your training.
My training.
As a ninja.
As a ninja. Don't talk about that.
Oh, sorry.
I studied psychology for my bachelor's, and I'm currently in graduate school looking to be a community counselor. A lot of studies that I've come across, they're either really poorly run studies and they have an agenda,
right? Or
they bring up an interesting point that, I think you can make for a lot of other mediums as well. And they talk about how video games will tend to increase aggressive thoughts or characteristics. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's easy to see. Like, just look at what's on your screen in front of you. I'm running around, like, blowing zombies away. I'm like, yeah, you get some,
Right.
So, like, I understand that piece of it.
Right.
But, that does not make me someone who wants to go out and, shoot up a school or something.
Right.
There's a lot of other underlying issues that are happening with someone like that, and it's sad to see, but you cannot just blame video games.
Right. It's not as easy as that. Right. Obviously, like, if you have those kind of problems, like, it could have been anything that sets that person off. It's not going to be like, because I played Left 4 Dead 2, it's going to be anything. It could be like someone looked at you funny that day, or like it was raining instead of sunny, or like your favorite television show didn't come on when you wanted to. Like, if you are crazy, like, something's going to set you off, just so happened to be like he also played video games. Like, okay, fine,
Right. And, these tanks.
Oh, yeah.
There's a part with 2 tanks that are going to come up here in a sec, and
it's not going to end up well.
It's not going to end well for me, but yeah, it's just, I think a lot of the talk about violence and all that, you can look at so many other things, especially in terms of, TV, even things that are on TV now.
Right.
It's not that stuff is bad. It's entertaining,
right?
But it's just, it needs to be consumed by younger people,
right?
With with some sort of guidance.
Right.
You can't just watch 24.
Right.
And
such a good show, by the way.
Which is a good show. But I mean,
love it.
He does some nasty things.
Oh,
with it,
yeah.
You can't have an 8, 9-year-old,
Right.
10-year-old kid watch that show,
Right.
and then not tell them that this is fiction,
Right.
So,
Right. So it comes down to like responsible parenting, responsible guardianship if you're around young people, but that doesn't mean like throw out all entertainment for adults, like doesn't mean let us have a sucky world with no Call of Duty.
It's probably an easy way out, it's an easy way out, like let's just blame the violent video games.
Right. Well, like just a case in point, I said I went to go see Dark Knight Rises last night, and me and my wife went out, and the movie, started at 7:30, I think, and it's a 3-hour movie. And yes, I know it was a weekend, but there were tons of little kids there, and it was, and it's a violent movie.
That bothers me when I see that.
Right.
Like all these movies.
Right, and half the theater were young parents with their little kids. Like these weren't 15-year-old, 16-year-old high schoolers. Like these were little kids. These are 9 years old and 10 years old. And some of the violence, like my wife was shuddering at, like let alone like me. Like some of it is violent. And that shouldn't. I mean, as much as I am for free speech, like, and I am. It shouldn't be seen by, like, there's a reason that thing is rated PG-13. You shouldn't be letting in people that are under 13, in my opinion, like, they shouldn't see it. But that doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to see it,
Right, and I mean, there's a case for, well, they're going to see it anyways, I guess, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, at some point, where do you draw the line?
Right.
Like, but it brings up another interesting idea I had, and at least in the video game world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of because video games are so new. I mean, the first ones started showing up in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the people that grew up in the 80s with the arcade generation, the NES, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're now all older, and
right?
So we want something more mature, and so
right.
I think a lot of developers are making that for us,
right?
But that begs the question: what about the kids? Are there any? I think about Super Nintendo and how kid-friendly a system like that was.
Absolutely.
But now that we can have the shiniest, fanciest graphics, what are we doing with them? It's as much blood and gore as possible, which is great.
Don't get me wrong.
I enjoy that.
Right.
But, at other times it's kind of like, what else can you do with this technology?
Right. Right.
I don't know if you have any thoughts on that, but
well, I mean, I totally agree with you. There should be content for everyone, and I think that a function. Well, I don't think I know. Like it's a business, so the function of what gets on the store shelves first and what gets on the store shelves in most quantities is going to be what sells the most. And unfortunately, it is a graying economy, meaning that all of us are getting older that spend the most money on it, and that I think are most passionate about it, because I think that the people that at least the people that I know, maybe I'm biased because I am this age, but the people I know that are most passionate about games are within 10 years of my age, which means, like you said, we grew up when games looked and sounded like crap. We remember having to imagine, like, this is my adventurer, even though he's 4 pixels high. I remember that. And so when I see games like this, like the gameplay footage that you brought today, like, this stuff fires me up, man. Like, this is my main source of entertainment. It's not movies for me. Like, I love movies, but this is, like, it. Because I remember when it didn't look like this. It didn't sound like this. It didn't feel like this. And so, to me, like, this is the best thing ever. And so that's what I want to entertain myself with. Now, but do I think that we should leave the kids out? No, absolutely not. And I think that the developers themselves have to be the best stewards of that. Like they have to decide to set the market up for the future too. Because if they don't, it's ultimately going to be them who do not profit by it. Because if there are no outlets for kids except for this stuff that we play, then parents aren't going to let their littler kids play it, and then the little kids won't have the same experience that we did. They won't have these like memories of when they had the games that they like grew up with. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the reason that I'm so psyched about as we transition to something way out of left field. Are you Banjo-Kazooie?
Banjo skin?
Oh my god! Anyways, the reason I'm so psyched about games now is because, like, Mario, so kids need Mario. Need their own Mario, if it's not Mario. Like this, like Minecraft.
So much fun.
Are you killing the cows?
He is.
That seems so wrong. We're Monday MOOcast.
It's true.
Oh,
You should build the moo, not tear down the moo.
Too late.
Oh. Is that a pig?
It is a pig.
It's so cute.
It's so blocky.
Andrea has not played Minecraft.
I have.
So,
Minecraft is the best.
I played a little of the demo.
That doesn't
But
count.
I didn't really see.
Look at you, you got some bacon.
I love bacon.
No.
You're gonna
Some more
kill him
bacon.
with. Oh, that's
Good.
horrible.
No.
That's horrible.
Oh.
So, Greg, since we transitioned to a little bit of your Minecraft play session, why don't you tell us a little bit about your current adventures in Minecraft and what your world's like and what you've been doing?
Well, you should all feel honored because I started this world specifically for capturing
Hey!
this week. My original world is I've pretty much done everything I can do.
You're on a king of Minecraft.
I got diamond armor. I got
Whoa.
portal to the
Goodness.
to the
You got
nether.
Portal Never.
And I got kind of rocked when I went there though, so I immediately left. But I don't I've seen the PC Minecraft, and there's so much more you can do, and especially going for the Ender Dragon and all that. But there's really not a whole lot I can do once I get to the Nether. So I can kill zombie pigmen, but that's about it. So I started this world and I see what I could find, and there's a couple moments I hope you enjoy. One of them scared me half to death, but may or may not have involved a creeper.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I've never seen
But-
one. I haven't seen one of those.
You've never seen? Oh my god!
Oh, you will.
I hear the stories.
But actually, recently I played a little bit with Brian Stone.
Hey, shout out to Brian Stone.
Yeah, and he burned half of my forest down.
Oh, we take that shout out back, Brian Stone.
I was like, let me help you get achievements. Here, I'll break my nether portal and put it back together so you can light it and get your achievement. So I give him the flint and steel, and he lights it. And I'm like, all right, so let's go to my roller coaster. Then you can get that one minecart achievement. And on the way, he decides to light a tree on fire.
Of course he does.
And burns like a ridiculous amount of trees down.
No.
So
Only you can prevent
I
forest fires.
was thinking that. Oh,
So-
Smokey the Bear would not be happy.
if you're concerned about your forest, maybe you want to think twice before you give your friends flint and steel.
I guess so. Maybe a little safety tip would have been in order.
But this game, I saw it come out when it was in its alpha and its beta, and I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
I was like, what is the point? People are just breaking blocks.
Yeah.
See, that's how I feel.
You're just building things. There's really no goal. You kind of have to make your own goal. So,
Which again is another metaphor for life.
yeah. There you go. But it's like, what is the appeal of this game? It sold millions of copies on the PC. I mean,
Right.
people were already going crazy about it before the game was even officially finished.
Right.
So what is it? And I decided to wait because I don't have a gaming PC. Not that you need one for this game.
No.
But I generally like to play games on my nice new 40-inch TV.
Hello.
Aw, yeah.
So I heard it was coming to Xbox, and I waited patiently, and I played a little bit of the demo, and I get it now. It's a lot of fun to walk around in the world and discover new caves and see what you can find, and just kind of try to survive the elements of Minecraft, if you will. I don't know what you think of it, Mike. But
I have to admit that I don't. I have not spent enough time in my world. The time I have spent, I have liked. But I think because my current schedule does not allow me enough time to relax. I don't know. I'm bad at relaxing, so I don't. By the time I start to get into it, I'm like, oh my god, it's already 1 in the morning, and I should play a couple rounds of some multiplayer game because it's what I spend most of my time doing. But I desperately want to spend more time in Minecraft. I think that if there's ever a time, God forbid, where I'm like sick and I have to take off of work for a couple of days, like this would be my game where I would just sit there and just screw around with it. Not that I want to get sick, mind you. So maybe it'll just be my game to spend some time with when I'm not sick, hopefully. Sometime soon. Like maybe, I don't know, winter break or something when I have a couple days in a row without any work at all. Maybe it'll be my my rainy / slow day, snow day game.
Snow day?
Slow day, you know. Most snow days are slow days. So, yeah, maybe it'll be that. But I do like it. It does have an immediate... Oh, God, he's not going to do it. No, not a cow. He's our symbol. Oh, the symbol of the cast goes down.
Cow.
Don't.
Oh.
That's so mean.
You've already got bacon. Don't do it from there. No!
Oh, no.
All the cow wants to
Run
do...
away, cow.
All he wants to do is just... Oh! That's horrible.
Oh.
That is horrible.
So, Andrea, I know that you had an article that you wanted to discuss for today.
Oh, sure, yeah. I read an article in the most recent issue of Vanity Fair. It was about Microsoft and how that it's losing. What am I trying to say? It's falling behind with everything that comes out, and I was a little disappointed because I was expecting to read a little bit more about the Xbox, but it really wasn't mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
But on another note, two of the points that I found the most interesting is that in 1998, Microsoft actually started developing the first e-reader. And then later on, Bill Gates shot it down. And it's like, of course, now what do we have? The Kindle,
Right.
The Nook. So it's like Microsoft came up with it, but it's like, oh no, wait, no, just kidding.
I bet he's kicking himself in the billionaire butt.
Yeah.
With his billionaire shoes.
And then another example that I went into was with AIM. And then to compete with AIM, Microsoft came up with Instant Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, of course, came out after AIM. And AIM was really popular for, people to put statuses on their
Sure.
web messages because that's what I did in college. That's how I used it.
Right.
Which leads into Facebook, like the whole status thing.
Right.
And I lost my train of thought.
Well, they didn't capitalize on it, obviously.
No,
They just let it sit.
Yeah, it's just some of the executives they didn't see the appeal of it, so they just, let it go. So it's like, well, don't they have to ask themselves, like, what does the consumer want? People were pushing toward the status updates, which, aim to Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, Windows Messenger, really, it doesn't... I guess you can say the same thing about AIM. It's kind of... like, I don't use it anymore.
Yeah, it's gone.
I haven't touched my account in years. But just overall, I found it interesting that, Microsoft's, one of its big competitors is Apple.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, in general, it just seems to be falling behind. And, I was thinking about the Xbox, which does not seem to be falling behind. It seems to be one of the front runners in the video gaming
Mm-hmm.
industry. So, I'm just, if Microsoft isn't cool anymore,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak, as a quote from the article, what's going to happen to Xbox? It'll probably, still be successful. I know I wouldn't want to see it go. But, just with the whole company, just, it seems to be falling apart. I still can't help but wonder about Xbox. Dun dun dun.
The interesting thing about Xbox is it's in such a unique spot right now. I mean, it sold so many units, but it makes me think back to Sony and PlayStation 2 and how, if I remember correctly, I think I read something that was like it's the most... Oh, I got iron.
Yeah.
I think it is the most purchased system.
Oh yeah,
there's so many systems, PlayStation 2 that were sold. I mean, Sony had the entire market just
for sure.
completely wrapped up, and it totally just shot itself in the foot with PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
I mean, not only was it the most expensive piece of equipment.
By far, yeah.
Like, what was it, $600?
Yeah, when it came out, yeah.
But there weren't really any great games for it originally. And the thing that really annoyed me was if you weren't an early adopter, there's no more backwards compatibility.
Yeah, so all those millions of systems and games are now worthless.
So what's the point of upgrading when you have all these PlayStation 2 games and you can't even play them?
Right.
And that was the huge draw for PlayStation 2. You could still play your PlayStation 1 games,
Right.
And so I wonder, since we're on the verge of another round of systems, what's Microsoft going to do? Are they going to actually keep their spot, on top? I mean, I know Sony's made a lot of ground, but even they've said they lose however much money on every PlayStation they sell because it's too much awesome technology and that's too little. They're making too little on it.
Well, I also think they also haven't. What I think is sad that we're already going to be in another generation is that I don't think they've touched the full potential of what the Sony PlayStation 3 can do, because they keep talking about all these cell processors and all this stuff that like Microsoft apparently cannot do. But I can tell you from personal experience, I have both systems. Like, there is nothing on my PlayStation 3 that I'm like is head and shoulders above what I can get on my Xbox. Like, there are a couple exclusives that are really great games, and that's why I bought the system. But I mean, when the next round comes along, it's really going to take. Well, first of all, it's going to take a lot of money. But secondly, it's going to take a lot of motivation from them to get me to want to say, like, oh yeah, I'm going to want both systems again. I really, like, at this point, it's Microsoft first for me, just based on what they've done. It's like, what have you done for me lately? Like, everything that comes out on multiple systems I buy on Xbox. Like, most of my friends have it. I really like Xbox Live. I like the way it works. I like cross-game chat. I like, I like all that stuff. It works easily, and it is dependable. So unless Sony really finds some way, unless their tech heads can find some way to like really blow it out of the water, I think I'm still going to go with Microsoft above everything else.
Mm-hmm. A moment that's coming up here is one of those moments I was telling you about. So, somewhere up here. But is that it? Yep, I think this is it.
Hey, did you find a creeper den?
Well, I'm like, oh, what's this? It's a cool cave.
Oh no.
So let me go explore.
Never ends up well.
So here, I'll place this gravel and just stack them. So then I'll ride this gravel down. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I didn't. But I'm okay. It's alright. No worries. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What was that?
That was a creeper.
Creeper exploded.
Oh.
That's okay. You're still there.
So yeah, I'm right. But I've been having a lot of fun with this game, and I know we're getting close on time. So one of our last topics we wanted to talk about was what are some good, just kind of cheaper, fun games to have. So I know Microsoft is running the Summer of Arcade right now. So what are some of your personal summers of arcade?
Ooh, I don't know what my
some of your favorite games.
Was that a creeper?
That's a skeleton.
That's skeleton. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm really looking forward to Deadlight, the post-apocalyptic Xbox Live arcade game. I believe comes out August 1st, if not the 8th. I'm really looking forward to that. The art style looks like fantastic, and of course, it's another zombie apocalypse game. Like, how can I say no? I can't say no. I'm hooked. So I'm really looking forward to that. I might pick up Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD just for nostalgia's sake, because I played those games so much, especially 1 and 2. And there's maps from both, there's courses, I should say, from both 1 and 2 in the HD remake. So I might get that as well. As far as other ones I've played before that I really, really like, I think I probably got the most traction out of Battlefield 1943 when it came out. I love that arcade game so much. But I really can't think of any other ones right now. I mean, I've played some Minecraft, like I said. That's about it.
Andrea?
It's been a while since I purchased an arcade game. If I had to pick my favorite of the handful of games that I have, that would be Castle Crashers, which I'm sure
I forgot about that one.
many people have played. But if you haven't, it's so much fun. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah, that's a good game.
So, yeah, Castle Crashers. Enough said.
All right, so before we sign off here for this week's MOOcast, let's go around the table like we usually do and talk about what we are going to be gaming with this upcoming week.
You don't want to hear about my arcade?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I don't really care. No. What? Seriously. Lay it on us.
Some games that I don't know if they're cheaper now, but I definitely recommend you give a shot. Super Meat Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that
So
one.
hard.
Really difficult, though, so I hope you are prepared for an aneurysm or something.
Right.
There's a Rainbow Ninja.
There
It's
is.
my favorite character.
There is. There's also Braid, which is a fantastic puzzle platformer. You can even get the original Portal on arcade.
Oh,
That's true.
Yeah.
What else is there? Limbo was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that game.
That was a scary game.
Scary.
Well, I mean, messed
I
up.
played the demo. I couldn't get into it. It wasn't for me.
If you like seeing kids die,
Well,
play Limbo.
your opinion
goodness.
doesn't count because you don't like Batman. So
You're gonna keep throwing that in my face.
How
every
could you
time.
not like Batman?
It's not that I don't like Batman. I just didn't care for the movies.
He's not the hero you deserve, but he is the
But he's the
hero
hero
you
you
need.
I'll take Jon Snow.
Oh, God.
jeez.
All right, so now we'll talk about what we're going to play this week. Greg, take it away.
Well, I'm definitely going to play some more Black Ops Zombies. Getting really into that. I'm not sure what else I'm going to play, to be honest.
Okay.
So I finally set my Wii up. I got my TV stand for the low price of free.
Nice.
Yay.
Thanks to Phil and his aunt and uncle.
Good job, Phil.
Yeah. So maybe, like I've been saying since the start of this stupid podcast, not stupid, but I'll actually finish.
Jeez.
Skyward.
Podcast stupid. Oh no.
Maybe I'll actually finish Skyward Sword.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So, what about you all?
The Batman hater. This week, the Batman hater will be playing. Probably some zombies.
Sweet.
I did have fun yesterday. That was my personal best with round 27. Made a stupid mistake, which is why we died early. Oh goodness! But it looks like we're probably running short on time, so we'll save that one for next week if you're interested. So Black Ops Zombies and probably Skyrim. I'm still trying to make it to Riften.
Sweet.
Have been for a couple of days now. I find caves and things to explore.
It's true.
So yeah, Mike.
I'm going to play some Max Payne 3.
Shocking.
Yeah, I know. And some Battlefield 3, also shocking. And hopefully I'll find some time to zombie it up with you guys, because it sounds like a rip-roaring good time. So,
it is, yeah.
I'm going to do some of that as well, probably, and maybe get some more Skyrim done myself. So I think that will wrap it up for this week. As always, thanks so much for listening to us, and hit us up on our Facebook account. Tell us if you like the new video edition on our YouTube account as well. Thank you so much for listening, and now for viewing as well. We'll send you out with Greg, shutting down his Minecraft, and we will say, until next time, moo!